Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains and Head-Banging Life, and it's an extravaganza version of the Design Your Own set. We've done a couple of these in the past, and we're back again, this time with a pop-punk extravaganza. Now, I'll preface this by saying, I have an era of pop-punk I like or loved. You have next to none. So there's a problem there already. So when I came to doing my design Your Own set, I brought up a long list of what is considered pop-punk, and then went, nah, fuck this. Think about the eras I loved. And my era is roughly 2001 to 2008, roughly in those windows of where I was kind of into a lot of these bands. Maybe 2000 to 2008. But so that's what I've drawn from for the most part. There's some that's a bit older. But for example, when I looked at the Offspring, I was like, I can't include anything pre-Ixnay because that's more punk. I got to keep this rooted in pop punk. Do you know what I mean? Like that sort of thing.
Yeah, you've been more dedicated to it than me. I also brought up a list of what's considered pop punk. And I thought, fuck that. I'll think about the era I liked. And then I thought, fuck that. I'll bring the list back up. But I did, nothing in my set do I think is not fairly pop punk. And I think I've been honest enough in what I want to listen to. I might have taken, I might have gone one or two tracks back on the Offspring. But aside from that, I've done a couple of things that might be, you as a person who is into pop punk might argue is debatable, but we'll see.
We'll see. So if you don't know what the extravaganza Design Your Own sets are, basically it's balls to the wall, any band you want from the specific subject. Forget money, forget the absurdity of having all these bands playing one or two tracks at most and that stuff. It is just what you would want if you were at a show that was dedicated to that specific style of music. And that is what I've done. I have gone on the basis with mine of, well, I'm going to be there and I'm going to be pissed and everyone is going to be pissed. So what do we want to do? We're just going to want to sing along and bounce and jump around. So that's what I've gone with. And I'll get started with the intro. And my first band to take the stage, doing two songs, intro and the first, but I'll do the intro first, is Good Charlotte with the Anthem from The Young and the Hopeless. Now, you know that song. That's an opener. That's a sing-along. I don't want to be... You don't want to be just...
I was thinking like maybe more a closer, but...
I want to start off hot and people shouting along, this is the anthem, throw all your hands up.
I love when you say that. Like how many hands have you got? They're like all your hands. Not just throw your hands up, for all of your hands up. Like I've got these two and a few more.
Imagine that sea of people throwing their hands up for that. Yeah, so that's my intro, Good Charlotte.
All that beer going all over you.
I'm drunk.
Okay, so when I say that, I might have a few debatable. For all I know, you could fucking debate every single song I put on here, but I've tried my best.
I'll be fair.
So my intro song is Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Now, I know there's an argument to say that obviously at points in My Chemical Romance career, they were definitely more in the emo rock, pop rock, emo side of things. But I actually personally believe and found solace on the internet that the Welcome to the Black Parade album decidedly falls within the pop punk kind of category.
When I did my list, My Chemical Romance won there, and I'm not going to dispute that because My Chemical Romance are on my list.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
I got one in.
I mean, it's a great fucking, like, if you're talking about an opener, like, God almighty, that's fantastic, isn't it? Just that piano keys kicking in, and then the rolling drum beat as the lights come up. I mean, that's exciting shit.
Yeah, that'd be good.
I want to go.
I'd enjoy that, yeah.
Yeah. So then part one for me. So as I said, Good Charlotte have a second song. They're here for two, and they kick straight back into Predictable of the Chronicles and Life and Death, which is one of their best tracks. It really, really is. It really is. One of the best.
No, I'm laughing because I also have two Good Charlotte tracks, and they're exactly the same two that you put. So there you go.
Then I have a band coming out to do one track only, and although I am not a fan of this track at all, I'm really not. I think in a live environment, when I'm drunk, it'd be a lot of fun. It's Newfound Glory, My Friends Over You from Sticks and Stones. My friends over, that one.
Oh, they all sound like that, mate.
Newfound Glory, off they go. That's all they're getting, one track. Not big enough a fan to care. For the next band to come out, and they are doing two tracks, and it is Blink-182. Now, I have broken my original rule. I said it was going to be all hits. As I decided with Blink, I was like, no, I'm going to choose 2 songs that I love of Blink-182, but fit the theme. So, Stockholm Syndrome, Blink-182, self-titled, coming out with that heavy, heavy one. That's super catchy, but it's got a fucking lot of meat to the bones. Before they then do what, to me, is the most punkish song they have, thanks to the lyrical content more than anything else. And it's given me one good reason of Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Now, admittedly, I will have to have Tom DeLonge in the band for this because it's his vocals that really sell that song. But Blink-182, they're doing their shit and off they go. Up next is another legend. It's time for Weezer. And Weezer are keeping it simple, kicking off with something for us all to enjoy, Keep Fishing, off Maladrot. Love that track, love it. Before Weezer then do another one, which is my favorite Weezer track to date, The Greatest Man That Ever Lived, variations on a Shake of Him off the Red Album. If I will lose my shit if I ever see this song live, because this is generally one of the, I love this song with such a passion. I will defend it to any Weezer fan as the best Weezer song ever. And this main part 1 ends with a surprise. I have a surprise for everyone. A band is reuniting for one night only. Yep, they quit a long time ago, and it's the Donners. The Donners are coming out for 40 Boys and 40 Nights from the album The Donners Turn 21. Do you even know who the Donners are?
No idea.
Okay, well, that song is a major hit of theirs. That's part 1 done.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Yes, I've kind of done similar to you, like My Chemical Romance started to set off, so they've got another song. So they've got I'm Not Okay, I Promise from the 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, which is keeping the energy up.
Absolutely.
And then the Offspring are going to come out and give us 2 tracks.
Okay.
Although they may come back. And that is Want You Bad, followed by The Kids Aren't All Right.
Ooh, nice choice.
And then shock number 1, Wheatus come out.
Wheatus, you
but
lunatic.
To do their cover of Erasure's Give a Little Respect. Because
I love it, but I hate it as well.
Yeah, you're right.
Teenage Dirtbag.
Yeah, everyone's saying, everyone's going, oh, Teenage Dirtbag, surely. But no, that song fucking sucks, mate. But they actually do a really good cover of Give a Little Respect. So yeah, there you go. And then for one song only, I've got Sum 41, who are coming with Fat Lip.
Mm-hmm.
And then now, we don't just need some reunion here. We need some people to come back from the dead.
Oh, wow.
To go all the way back. This is where I'm wondering if debate will come in, but I've worked hard to try and prove this. Back to 1976 and 1978 for the next 2 tracks.
What?
And this is widely believed to be the start of punk going commercial and getting that kind. It wasn't necessarily labeled pop punk then, but anyway, let's go on with it. So it's I Want to Be Sedated, followed by Blitzkrieg Bop by the Ramones.
I know why you're. I don't think it's disputable because you're right. If it's debatable, you are right about bringing people back from the fucking dead for that one. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, like every member.
My understanding is that there was a certain point in Ramone's career where it is argued that was potentially the commercialization of punk.
Not just them. A lot of the punk bands back then in the late 70s, it was about commercializing their sound to try and attract the mainstream, and it worked for a period, and then it disappeared, and then it came back in the 2000s. So
there's nothing for me to dispute because I am not a walking fucking expert on pop punk at all. I've already said that. I love it. I did actually look at the Ramones myself. So there you go. Man, you have covered quite a few songs that I do actually have throughout the rest of the set. So
have you got the Ramones?
No, not the Ramones. No. I stuck to the era, like I said. So by part 2, it's Sum 41 time, people. And we've done 2 tracks from Sum 41. We are beginning. Evan's gone for a break, piss or whatever, 50 minutes intermission. And they're back with Fat Lip of All Killer No Filler, followed by Still Waiting off Does This Look Infected, which is such a kick-ass tune. I still like that song today. Then we're going for a weird one. One band only, Taking Back Sunday, doing Cute Without the E, cut from the team, from Tell All Your Friends. I take it you have no Taking Back Sunday in yours?
No.
And then for one track only, in fact, actually, the next couple of bands are only doing one track. It is Bowling for Soup doing Girl All the Bad Guys Want from Drunk Enough to Dance. I hate the track. I hate it. but this is a celebration of, and if I'm pissed, I'm sure I'll sing to it. Followed by the All-American Rejects, Dirty Little Secret from Move Along.
Well, I know that one.
Yeah.
I don't have it.
And then to end my main portion, a band is coming out to do 2 tracks. And both tracks have already been mentioned hilariously, both tracks. It's My Chemical Romance, beginning with I'm Not Okay, I Promise, from 3 Cheers for Sweet Revenge, followed by the closer, the big finale, My Chemical Romance, Welcome to the Black Parade, off the Black Parade. Yeah.
There you go. Got some crossover. That's good.
Surprising, isn't it?
Right. Let's see how this goes then. So genuinely 100% these next 2, which would probably be a surprise for you, that I even know who the band are, but these 2 songs are fantastic. And this is the song Red Flag first, we're starting off with, Correct Energy, and then Fallen Leaves by Billy Talent from the album Billy Talent 2. They weren't great at album naming. I'll give them that. Yeah,
that is a surprise, actually. Even I don't know Billy Talent well.
No, I don't know them well, but I know that album reasonably well because it's songs that I played like when we were, I don't know, jumping around with Music to Rose and we're just checking out songs and trying to see what it is. And, you know, then 2 songs sort of stuck out as then really good songs. And I still have them. I don't listen to them regularly, but I still have them on my music player, on my Walkman. And then after that, Good Charlotte come out for the 2 that you've already said. So we're going to do Predictable first, followed by the Anthem.
Cool.
And then Blink 182 come out. And you'll see that I haven't really gone for a flow here. I've gone for songs I like.
Yeah.
So I've got Stay Together for the kids. And then I've got Damn It because I was like, I better bring a bit of energy back because everyone's getting a bit miserable at the pop punk extravaganza. And then I've taken the piss again. What I haven't, then I've gone back to 1978 for the next one, and this is the song Teenage Kicks by the Undertones.
Oh, of course. Yeah, no dispute that, man. 1978. God, that is yeah. Is that your last one for the main
set? That is the main set, yeah.
Okay. So for my encore, I decided what I would do is I'd have, well, let's bring some of the legends of the pop punk people out then, right? Like we've had a lot of the youngsters and stuff like that. Let's bring the proper legends out. So 2 bands, 3 songs. Or technically one of these bands is playing 5 songs, but I'll explain why. So it's the Offspring first. And like I said, I was like, well, I've got to stick to what I consider the proper pop punk era of Offspring. So it's and it's a sing-along. It's Why Don't You Get a Job from Americana, followed by One Too Bad from Conspiracy of One, because there's your energy. And then who's been missing? What massive band has been missing from a pop punk extravaganza coming out to do the final track? It is, of course, Green Day. Green Day.
Oh.
But I have proper cheated here. So I've gone for what is still to date my favorite Green Day song, and it is a 5-part track off American Idiot. It is called Homecoming, and it's split into 5 parts called The Death of St. Jimmy, East 12th Street, Nobody Likes You, Rock and Roll Girlfriend, and We're Coming Home Again. Now, if you know that song, you know this entire track, and it flows, like the idea is it flows each part, but it's split into 5 in the album thing. If you notice, I particularly chose this, other than the fact I think it's a lot of fun, the last part of that track, We're Coming Home Again, is that beat, and then just, We're Coming Home Again, is such a great ending to a fucking thing. Yeah, that's it. That's why I chose it.
Okay, well, mine's going to be a lot less exciting. So I basically had a collection of dead people and young people playing at mine. So I thought it was unfair to bring the dead people back out again. So instead, I would take the 2 biggest bands that have played in the main portion of the set, and they would come out to close it. But again, I've chosen songs that I like, and I tend to go for darker, more miserable songs a lot of the time. So any young kids who've come here for a high energy show, we're going to start off with I Miss You by Blink 182.
Happy
and then we're going to end with the Offspring playing out the last 2 songs, starting off with Self-Esteem from Smash, and ending with Gone Away. So we'll all go home feeling extremely fucking sad and miserable, but I will have had a blast.
Yeah, see, I had Gone Away for a while, but I removed it on the basis that I just wanted it to be proper upbeat. Yeah, Self-Esteem is the dodgy one, isn't it? Smash. Yeah. Is it punk? Is it pop punk?
You know why I decided to include it? Because I was including things from 1976. So I thought if I can argue that the Ramones are pop punk, I can probably get away with 2003 or whenever it was.
To call the Offspring a punk band is stretching it at any stage of their career anyway.
Yeah.
You know? There you go. There's our pop punk extravaganza. A lot of fun, but let us know what you would have at yours in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?